Yeah, so to touch on this aspect of it's our kind of responsibility to make sure that we don't squander this unique opportunity of having intelligence and then losing it over something as stupid as climate change, but to kind of enhance it and evolve it to something that can coexist, as you said, with nature and everything. What do you think in this context, what role does politics or does society and governments, what role do they play? Or like, can they be used effectively as a leverage, or how do you see their role going forward?
I have the following vision. I believe that at this stage, neurocode is probably one of the very few tools that you can use to manage complexity. There are some professional tools like VenSim for system dynamics, other simulation tools like Palantir, for example. But most of those tools are for professionals only. You need a trained programmer or data scientist or analyst who is working with the model, and you can't have a decision maker or just a regular scientist or engineer or just a citizen working with the system, because it's too complex and nobody understands how to operate it. I believe that neurocode is a step forward in that you can have ordinary people describe and manage the complexity of the challenges and the projects that we have, and do it together. So like, we do have some tools that allow humans to access a lot of information, but they're very specialized. For example, Google Maps is amazing, but it's only for spatial data on a two-dimensional surface, only for geographic information. I mean, you can describe Earth in great detail, but it doesn't help you with abstract thought, for example. You don't have Google Maps for abstractions, for knowledge. You do have Wikipedia, which uses a different mode of encoding information. It's not a two-dimensional space. It's a set of pages connected with hyperlinks. And it's good because you can create a huge structure of information and people can read it and rewrite it. But Wikipedia is good for static content. It's an encyclopedia. It's not living, it's not breathing. You can update pages, yeah, but you can't really change the structure. You can't create a subset of Wikipedia which is about like next election or maybe a climate change. It's very hard work to restructure Wikipedia. What you have just lies there, and then you have more layers like you have in the ground, for example, with sediment forming different layers. We need better tools to think collectively. That's what Douglas Engelbart said in 1960s. That's true today. So my vision is, if I can find enough people and governments, corporations, strategic departments, etc., working on complex enough issues that they are motivated to try new approaches and new tools, then I can get a number of early adopters who are using this platform to think together. And the hypothesis is that we can get we can bootstrap this development so that they get better thinking, they learn the tool better, we improve the tool, they get even better thinking. And then we can have governance mechanisms and management mechanisms in corporations, in governments, in science, that will work well enough on any challenges that we currently have, like managing research and development, dealing with climate change, developing our society, understanding how the mind works, and so on. So that's the way we can get governments and experts on our side if we basically give them the platform and train them to use it. And then we can convert them and tell them, okay, now you think not through policy documents and memorandums, but you think through this model, shared mental model that you create and that you encode in this graphical interface.